All right. Welcome to the call. Hello, this is Edwin Haynes. Welcome to this call. Someone thought enough of you to put you on here to get a chance to hear the excitement and the information that I'm going to share today as now becoming the new president of the company that I'm going to share of Eaconomy. And so you are definitely in the right place at the right time. I strongly urge that you get your pen and paper out, and that way you can take some notes as I run through this information. I am so proud to be a part of this company and to add my experience to what was already going as a growing and thriving company that had been helping people literally all over the world. And so hopefully you have your mind open and you are prepared to receive something that could be a game changer for those of you all who are here for the very first time. Again, as you saw in the presentation, my name is Edwin Haynes. I live in Houston, Texas. I'm an entrepreneur in what I do in multiple things that I own, but one of the biggest things that I have in my portfolio is a direct sales. I've always had direct sales in my portfolio because it was one that what I was able to make the most impact from. A person that came from a small town, USA, Greenville, Mississippi, to now being able to travel the world and positively impact people. The story that's happening today wasn't always that way. I had my time of trying to find my way around and see exactly what I was going to do for a living. I thought I was going to be an attorney. I thought I was going to be doing all kinds of things. Didn't come from riches or wealth or anything of that nature. I often tell people that life didn't come necessarily with a manual for success, and unless you have that in your family where someone would teach you that, or you can follow someone that would mentor you, you have to figure this life thing called life out on your own. And I was one of the ones that did that, and I started out in the music industry early on in my career where I was managing artists and eventually had my own label, did a lot of concert promotions and things of that nature. But in the music industry, I realized you're either a hit or you're not. And I was looking for a way out as things began to change and evolve with technology, where we used to have physical units at the time. I tried everything, real estate, hotshot hauling. I did all kinds of things. And I often say, never let anyone make you feel bad for trying multiple ways to succeed. And I had to fail forward. So I kept going through the process until I found what worked for me. But during that time, I went through a challenge of foreclosure, bankruptcy, repossession. I've experienced all of those. And so I've been on both sides of the money. And quite honestly, I believe having it is a little better in many cases than not having it as well. And so our goal today is to talk about something that I believe can potentially solve two challenges in the world. I've traveled this world extensively, and I found that we had some things in common. One is that two things that people are looking for, I would say here, is that they're looking for more time and more money. If they have more time to enjoy with their family, if they had more time to do things for themselves, they would. If they had more money to do good with it or to make the quality of their lives better, they would take that option any day. And so my goal right now in this part of my life is to make sure that I go out there and create an environment out there in a way that a person could participate with what we do and be able to have the best of both worlds, and that's time and money, which I really deem is what we call lifestyle. And so with me and my team, we've been able to partner with the company that I'm going to share with you all called Eaconomy. And it's what I'm going to call an economy equalizer. It's now showing people how to have a level playing field to participate and take control of things themselves in their life with what we do here in the economy. And so I'm going to share my screen and show you why we are so excited and what we have been able to use to actually, change some things, not only for ourselves, but for many other people that have chose to partner with us in this company of Eaconomy. and we said life elevated. One of the mottos that we're going to have, and I actually is coming in as a brand new executive of the company. I told them we're going to focus on three things in this company, and that's having unity, respect, and humility with this company. And everybody is adopting that philosophy. And that's an environment that I want to have and have it to be in an infectious environment. And so now you have the right access to the right leadership, the right technology, and the right strategies to design the type of life that you want in Eaconomy. We made it happen where it's in a very affordable way for you to do so as well. Now, our home base right now, as a matter of fact, I had a chance to go out there and we just got a brand new office right outside of Los Angeles, California. And so we do have a home office there that we're running and have a place where all of our executives can now go. But just like many stories that you've heard from Amazon to many companies, even maybe Apple and Microsoft, some of them started in their garage, some of them started in a one-room place of whatever they lived. We started very similar in a one-room area with someone just had an idea of starting this company, in which I'll talk about Mr. Hassan Mahmood, who actually put this company together, our CEO and my business partner. And now many people, thousands and thousands of people have been able to become a part of this company and now are changing their lives for the better. But what we know about life is that people fall on either the left side or the right side of the quadrant that I'm going to call the cash flow quadrant. And you need to look and see where you are, and I'll show you the benefits of being a part of what we call the right side. On the left side, you have what we call our employees. Most people go to school to get a good job in order for them to become an employee. And we need people to run companies and work for operations and do manufacturing and all of those things. And nothing is wrong with that. People love to do it, but you're an employee and you have no leverage. In many cases, you are being leveraged. That's about 60% of where the world is today, where you exchange time for money. But then also we have where you have the self-employed. This is where people maybe have a talent or skill and they own a business or bought a business. In many cases, they realize that they don't own the business owns them. And if you're there, you just really own a job. This is where you have some professionals like attorneys in many cases, or some doctors in many cases, and different people that are out there that run their own business. If you're not there, then the business is not making money. And in other words, you're making a little bit more money, but you don't have as much leverage as you would like to. But where the big money comes in is when you get over into the right side of the quadrant, where you actually become a real true business owner, where you now can leverage the time and efforts of others. And no matter whether you're there, if you're a franchise owner, if you own some type of big business that can run, even when you're not there, that is now where you have people that can work for you or with you to actually keep the operation going. And now you're getting into having a little bit more freedom, but you still have to oversee the operation. That's about 4% of the world today. But where most of the money is made is in the investor. The investor, what I like about being a person that invests into different things here myself, is that I understand that your money should always go out and come back with friends. And I like to see that happen, because you can't outwork money when you put it in the right place and allow it to go out and grow for you, or you have a vehicle that can grow your money. And that's what we call having a passive income, where money works for you. We're going to talk about that as well in our company of Eaconomy, and how can you participate and do things where money can work for you. That's exactly what I'm going to get into as we move forward. But the person that actually put this together, as I mentioned, he's the CEO and founder of the company, Hassan Mahmood, actually put this together. He's a genius when it comes down to numbers, and a multiple nine-figure producer as well in what he's done. He's spoken all over the world. He's been featured in different articles and things of that nature for some of the technology and things he's done in the financial space. And now he's found a way to allow the average person to participate in the big business of the financial space, where you can do it legally and ethically with what we have as a company. So what is it that we do? One of the things that we have, and this is just what we decided to launch the company with right now, in the very near future, in addition to what I'm going to talk about today, in the financial space, you'll see us add other services and other products that would complement that. But let me show you how to put the power back in your hands right now. There's something that's called Forex. It's what's happening every single day with money. It's what the banks use to generate a lot of their money. Not only are they lending out the money that you're putting in there, but they are actually trading and investing your money. And then what we ended up doing is we end up getting a very little percentage of the money that's being made, less than 1% a year in many cases, depending on what type of an account that you have with the bank. But now we want to show people how to participate and do what the banks do, but do it with your own money. And you don't necessarily have to have an investor or some type of person to oversee this for you. You can now learn how to do it yourself. That's why you have different companies that are coming up with strategies, and especially with the way technology is growing today. You know, technology is changing our lives and how we do anything. Matter of fact, you know, when I wrote my book, I had to write it out and get an editor and all of that stuff myself. But now you can go to Chat GPT, and Chat GPT is writing everything for us right now. You're not driving cars as much as you used to with what's happening right now with technology, because they're showing you how to have self-driving cars and things of that nature. So technology is advancing in every area of our lives, but it's starting to happen right there with the financial space. So foreign exchange is one that we decided to participate in because the banks do it. But what happens now, your money is exchanged all the time, and between the exchange rates that take place, the people who do the exchanging, they make a profit from it. And so we're going to show people how to participate in this $6.7 trillion industry and show you how to benefit from what we call the global markets, the markets that pretty much never sleep. It's 5 days a week that we can have to participate in it, 24 hours a day within that time period. It shuts down for the retail traders, but the banks are still doing their trading no matter what. And so we're going to show you how to participate like the banks, the governments, and everyone else who are involved in this space. Let's talk about the services of Eaconomy. One of the first things we're going to do is to give you the knowledge of what's going on. Okay, outside of the technology, we want you to be well informed with what's happening in the world today. And so our educators have put together an incredible academy that would allow you to take your time at your leisure to go and look at pre-recorded videos. And you also can participate and learn the fundamentals of the Forex space by going to live classes that we have every single day. That way now you're getting the information, but you're learning how to properly apply it. You will be in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because this team of professionals will help you, walk you through every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or you more advanced, you can go through our academy and you can learn it in many different languages and understand the fundamentals and how to advance yourself in this space. I was so proud to have this because I didn't have the real knowledge of it. And now I have trusted experts that we work with to actually give me the option myself to learn this information and be able to apply it for my own family's wealth. We also have a technology and an app that's called Solex. It's one that you'll be able to download on Google Play or Apple Store. Right now, we use this technology through Telegram, but what will it do for you? How would you like for experts, people who are getting the results in the trading space, to be able to look at the markets on your behalf or while they're doing it themselves. And as they see things that are beneficial that they're going to actually be doing themselves, how would you like to be able to have access to people who are having real world results and share that with you in a way that you can actually utilize that for yourself to trade your own money? You don't send your money anywhere. You set up your own private account. You get the trading information or ideas. If you like it, you go and copy the information and simply duplicate it in your account and let the work go out there and let the big experts do the work for you on your behalf. So you're able to receive alerts. You're able to have, this is going to give you a social community to participate in it. And I remember some years ago, I wanted to start to do some things with my money. And I see companies like Robinhood that's out there like that. But there was a company called Molly Food at that time. And I was paying like $1,000 a month, $1,000 or something. And I was supposed to be a part of the insider club to get this information. I never did use it for my stock portfolio, but it was just intriguing to be able to have access to what they called experts at that time. We've been able to do that on steroids for pennies on the dollar. The world has changed so much. We also give you a technology called Monara. Monara is one that actually will scan the markets for you. You don't have to be an expert. You simply use this system. It scans for you based on an algorithm, and the dynamic AI technology that we have will give different trade ideas. And if you like those, you can actually utilize that information to put it into your trade account and you can trade yourself. So whether you get it from the experts directly or you're utilizing the technology, you can benefit from our services. I have seasoned professionals that said this system is on steroids compared to what they have seen out there. And it's so simple to follow if you're willing to utilize the services that are there. Just what I'm talking about alone can change the game for you and your family and the people that you know. Who do you know that would like to be able to get the insider tips of what's being done in the market and have artificial intelligence to go to work for you? If that's you, to be able to help grow your own personal portfolio, then you are in the right place at the time. If you know others that would like to do it, then of course, you need to share that opportunity with them. For those of the ones that love the stocks, have a stock portfolio, and you would love to learn to grow your portfolio instead of guessing and going home places like I mentioned, Robinhood, and getting things from your neighbor who happen to hear someone say, get involved in this company or XYZ company. Listen, let's put a system to it. Jessica Ramos, incredible, one of the best to ever to do it. She teaches you how to participate with stock options. You all hear the stories of people that have been able to benefit from learning from Jessica on how to grow their portfolio. Live sessions, everyday education that takes place, interaction. She normally charges as much as $300 an hour for a private session, but we have her here exclusively with Eaconomy for people just like you who would like to be able to grow and participate in the stock market as well. There's more things that we have with this space, but as you're building the business, and what I mean by that is sharing the business, the way that we have it, we set you up with some new technology, and one of them is called CoinZoom. CoinZoom is how we actually get paid and earn commissions, not from your trading, that goes through your own broker, but if you're actually offering the services, bringing on customers, your money will immediately go into CoinZoom, and it gives you a lot of flexibility with your own CoinZoom Visa card. You can send it directly to your own personal account. You can do it in fiat money, or you can use crypto. It's totally up to you. But we wanted to revolutionize the way that people are actually now interacting in the world with their money. And that's why we use technology like CoinZoom to make payments. There are other services depending on the market that you have, but this one in particular works for North America, but we have other services for different parts of the world in order for you to get paid. How would you get started? And I'm going to give you the base of what we do, and then I'll close out our presentation with some other additional services that I have found to be very valuable in addition to what I talked about. And I know for a fact, even if we didn't offer anything else but what I've already talked about, it's worth its weight in gold to participate in those services. So we have two product lines that you can do. The first one is going to be based on North America, the United States and Canada. You can get started in our company for as little as $149.99 every 4 weeks for the services. That's going to give you the ECA Academy that gives you the full robust system. You can't, it's going to take you some time to go through all of those videos. You can go through them as many as you want to, but they're always updating things. But we have a full academy that will teach you from beginner to advanced on how to participate in the various markets of Forex, of crypto, of stock options, and more in our academy. You also will have access to our Select system that gives you the trade ideas, that tells you, suggests when you can get in and out and how to protect your account if you're trading. You're going to be able to get that and use that multiple times a week as those services are sending out information. You're going to get the full system of Manara, the scanning system, technology. You now have an expert advisor, if you will, when it comes down to a digital service that will pull up the information, show it to you in a way that you can understand, and now you can benefit from that technology itself. That technology, I know, is worth thousands and thousands of dollars by itself, and we're going to set you up with your CoinZoom as the base pack. If you are outside of the US as well, there are other services that we have, like a trading system called Athena and Xena and Achilles. These are different systems, automated systems that you can use, but certain regulations won't allow it in certain areas. But if you choose to do that, you can get that Elite Pro Pack for $149. For $235 and $149 for those additional services if you are in areas that can use the Athena automated system, Xena, and Achilles. Those are things that we have, but I am going to talk about one that we're about to release in this presentation. So as you see, we made it very affordable. So, a lot of people say, well, for all of this type of technology, do you have to spend thousands like I did before? No. We're talking about very minimum for you to be able to maximize your potential and get the information from the experts. Here's some additional services, and then I'm going to show you what happens if you share this opportunity like I'm so proud to do today, and I've been doing it ever since I've been exposed to this concept. One is called Plutos, okay? And if you're new to this, you may not understand all these terms, but that's what the education platform is for. So you now can be in the know. We want you to understand what's happening today. Plutos is one of my favorite. It's one that I'm also, in addition to the Select system that gives me information on Forex, this one gives me what they call indices. This indices are different things like different services like gold and oil and different things that are traded. This is one that they call sniper strategies that gives you specific strategies to participate in that trading process as well. And if you choose to, you can add that as an add-on that you have. You have something called binary options. The binary options is one that will allow you to participate in another style of trading. And we have many people that I know for a fact that are giving major testimonies to benefit from those services. We also have one, and I had a chance to meet the person that put this together last week. His name is Kevin. And I'll tell you what, these guys have their stuff together when it comes down to the new age money. And what do I mean by that? Are you familiar with cryptocurrency or NFTs or any of the digital currency that's out there? If you're looking to understand that space, this is where you want to go and add this as a benefit as well. It's called DeFiverse. This one is one that will educate you on what's happening in the digital world and which is here to stay. If the government is now different governments are beginning to use Bitcoin and Ethereum coins and different things out there like that and USDT to transact, don't you think we need to pay attention to it? If companies are beginning to accept this as forms of payment, don't you think we need to pay attention to it? Well, this is one that is out there and people are truly benefiting from, and we want to make sure that you get this information as well. If you want to participate in trading and benefiting from trading cryptocurrency and not just watch it rise, but be in it and participate in the rise, then you now have Crypto Picasso and Mr. Kevin, the co-creators who put an incredible education team together that specialize just in the digital currency space. And you can actually do this separately or as an addition to the base products that I talked about as well. And so you choose what's your hot button and you participate in that. But here's one that I know is about to be a home run all over the world. This one is being worked on and they're doing some fine tuning with this one, and it's called our ecosystem. It's in its final stages of testing, but what will this do? One, it would allow a person in other areas outside of the US and Canada to participate where they can use this service, and instead of you having to copy the information and put it into your account, you can attach this technology to your account and it would actually input the information for you. And whatever that trade signal that comes in, it would now trade for you on your behalf. For those of us that are in the United States, in order to remain compliant, in which we will always do, you can take this technology, but you have to do one step. You set this up one time, but what happens now is we set it up on your account. You set it up yourself. It takes about 5 minutes or so to do so. Okay, 5 to 10 minutes. And what happens is you simply get an alert on your phone and ask you would you like to participate in the trade, and all you have to do is accept, and it would now put that information into your account. As long as you accept it, it would go out there and do the heavy lifting for you. This one is a game changer. If you're outside of the US and Canada, you can use it. It'll be automated. If you're here in this area, and that would be so beneficial for a person like myself and people that I know, you can make it semi-automatic. I can hit a button to say accept or not accept. If you can do that, this can actually change your world. What I found, and I looked at some of the results in many of the things that we do, there's no system that's not going to lose. But what happened is, if you win more than you lose, then you're winning. So if any system say we never lose, you start running. What I have looked at in our system over the years now, watching their results, and now my participation, for all of the things that I've done to participate with our services, there's been on the average of about 75 to 85% win rate of all of the information that comes through. So that means we're winning 75, 85% of the time, and some of the trades that didn't go through 25 to 15% of the time puts us at a good average, so that now we can do and trade like the banks do and utilize technology to do it. Then we have human experts to back it up. We have the best of the best when it comes down to the educators and the people who are participating and overseeing our company, and you get a chance to be a part of that. One of the things that we have here is, if you decide to be a customer and you bring on 3 other customers, so you're now using the services, basic services for $99, you say, hey, I wanted to talk to my friend or my family member, and they decide that I want my own system. They purchase the product pack one time, they do their monthly subscription, but when you have 3 that you personally enroll, yours is free. Your $99 is free. if you are a customer and you bring on 3 other customers. But let me end it with this. What happens if you share the business with other people and bring on other customers? True enough, I wanted a business that no matter what happens, if I never shared it with anyone, if I utilized the services, could I make money? And what I found is that answer was a 100% yes. And that made me excited. You don't make money just on the act of sharing the business or recruiting. That is a plus, but it can be very lucrative if you do. There are many times many of us have shared the story of us going to nice restaurants. We shared the story of us going to nice movies or whatever, or shopping somewhere, and someone went to that store, someone went to that restaurant, someone went to the movies, but they never gave you any money for referring that business to them. We're going to change that up. You're going to be a part of this company. You're going to get the benefits of the services and the things that we're going to be adding as well. It's going to be hard to contain it because I know I've been talking to everyone, telling them about and showing, look at what I've been doing myself. I'm not an expert, but I've been able to use the services and hear the benefits. And they say, well, how can I be a part of it? Because I like to have that accessibility as well. Well, what happens now, when you bring on other customers, the company is going to have a 2-team system that they track the team of customers that you build. You just put them into the system, and maybe you brought myself on, and you brought Mr. Hassan on, and we went out there and began to tell people just like I do every day because I'm so excited about the services. And this thing begins to take off, and more customers begin to be referred. The company is going to look and say, well, how many active customers do you have on your left team and right team? If you have 2 on one side and 1 on the other side of active customers, then the company is going to pay you $100 per month every time they see those active customers. As they continue to grow and other people begin to refer, it can take on a life of its own. And just say you had a few other people that say, hey, I have some people that love to benefit from it. See, here's what we're going to do. Instead of taking millions of dollars of advertisement dollars to advertise this concept, we're going to use the strongest form of advertisement, and that's word of mouth. Word of mouth advertisement builds a more solid business than any form of advertisement out there because people are talking about their experiences. And you ought to hear the stories that people have been able to benefiting from this company. Whereas it grows, and you have now 20 on the left and 20 on the right, it pays an additional $900 a month to you, but it's paid out in 4 equal payments every week. And the bigger it grows, 200 on one side, 200 on the other, you now have another $5,000 a month of passive income because customer base is actually growing. And it keeps growing. And in this example, it goes as much as $100,000 a month, but it can be even bigger. But I'm not here to talk about $100,000 a month. But what if you started with a few people and they began to refer and it took off and you added another $5,000 or $10,000 or $15,000 a month to what you were doing? What happens if you add another $900 of passive income? Do you all know the average household right now is only $500 away from bankruptcy? If they brought another $500 in, we're not talking about what you're going to do with using the service. That's money that you can do on your own. But what if you had some additional passive income coming in just from referring business? You're going to talk about it anyway. You're going to benefit from the services. And we have a lucrative compensation plan to allow you to participate in that. There are 2 types of people that's looking at us today. Okay? 2 types of people. There are those that make it happen. And what successful people do, they get all of the information. They begin to ask the right questions to find out what this is and find a way to make it happen for them. And then you're going to have unsuccessful people, those who don't make it happen. Unsuccessful people, what they do, if they get the information, if they even ask the right question, most of them are going to find a way to not make it work, or they're not going to do anything with it. Now that you know better, you should do better. Now that you know you have a very affordable opportunity that you can actually turn into a major business, why don't you take advantage of it? Now that you know you can participate in the markets and trade like the banks do and have the experts to give you the information, and you choose whether you want to take that information or not and utilize it, why wouldn't you do it? Thousands of people and customers have already chosen to be a part of this company. And here's the deal. You have influence with people we don't even know yet. The money that's going to be coming into this company, it has to be paid out to someone. Why not pay it out to you and your people? So, ladies and gentlemen, I am excited about what's going on. Now is the time to act. We are fully launching this business big time. I'm bringing my expertise as the new president and my experience to this company that was already thriving, but they said, hey, we'll take your wisdom and knowledge any day. What does it take for us to come together? And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, we have taken the gloves off. We're waging war against poverty, and we're about to change some lives with what we have our hands on today. So I strongly recommend get with the person that invited you to this call. Ask them, how do you get started? You choose one of those packages, depending on the country that you're in and what you want to, but at least get the $149.99 a month of system, and then you add on as you go. And let's show you how to expose this opportunity so we can put some people in your business and some money in your pocket while you're actually learning how to benefit and utilize the technology that you're going to have. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap it up for now. Again, my name is Edwin Haynes, Houston, Texas, the president of the company. And I'm so proud to get a chance to share with you all why we're so excited, because we already have seen people around the globe benefit tremendously from this. And now it's your turn, it's your time. So let's go out there and act now. Bye for now. See you at the top. Again, Edwin Haynes, Houston, Texas.